Because right now the truth is controversial. When you're being real and you're being honest, you're controversial. When I had the makeup on and like you saw how many people were celebrating me getting hurt, I offend so many people. And like, why? Why are people celebrating the fact that I got jumped? Because I offended them. Why? Because my opinion is different than them. That's fucking stupid.
That justifies the rest of it. Like,
how dumb is that?
Hey guys, what's up? Alright, so it's August now, and Gamescom is coming in just a couple of weeks. So we have to get some Sonic Frontiers news now. Like, I'm betting on it. You know, like, it's only a matter of time now this month because I got some Frontiers leaks to discuss, as well as some other things. But before I do, be sure to smash that like button, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's see if we can get to 100k subs before the end of the year. But alright, before I get into all of that, there's something I need to address first. You know, it's been a pretty eventful weekend, and I'm not talking about Sonic Frontiers. Premi made a video that pissed off a lot of people in the Sonic community, especially Sonic Twitter. You know, it's about Sega and Sonic Team not listening to the fans anymore when it comes to making Sonic games. And you know, what's funny is that he got that topic from me, because a lot of people are talking about that now on social media. And I first found it on 4chan. I made a video on it because I found it interesting. Did pretty decent. Didn't get like the highest of views because it wasn't like a big video. It was just me talking about what someone wrote on 4chan. But I guess Prem's opinions were more controversial because everyone just started dogpiling him on Twitter over the weekend, left and right. You know, some people were even hurling death threats to him, which is crazy. Because at the end of the day, these are all opinions about a blue hedgehog. You know, I can ignore stupidity and butthurt over, you know, opinions, but when it comes to death threats to anyone, that's where I draw the line. I take that shit seriously. So there's just one person who was doing that, saying that he hopes Prem gets ran over by 18-wheeler, and all I did was tag that person on my Twitter and told everyone to ratio this mofo. You know, he was wondering what was going on. He was like, leave me the fuck alone. It's like, no bro, you sent a death threat to someone. That's not cool. That's not okay. So me being private has its advantages because the person had no idea where all this hate was coming from. But you know, it's just absolutely crazy to me that people will go as far as to sending death threats to someone over a Sonic opinion, but not to the actual creeps in this community. And that's one of the biggest reasons why I'm still private and will never go public on Twitter. It's because this community has a big problem with creeps in it. And by creeps, I'm talking about pedos and pedo apologists. You know, ever since what happened to Donkey Dude, I always vet voice actors. I always look at their background before I hire them, because this community has a big pedophile problem, to be honest with you. You know, there's a lot of them, a lot of the apologists who defend them or don't speak out. And it's weird. You know, I've noticed this for several years that I've been in the Sonic community. Artists I've worked with, from Sonic Rebound to other things, have told me about this and saying that they have to remain quiet because they don't want to get heat over it or backlash over it because this person's protected. It's crazy. I've heard a lot of dark things about this community. So basically I had to recast the voice acting role of Espio in Sonic Rebound because of that. So for any of you guys wondering, yes, Espio's voice actor will be different in episode 6. That's also why I did not credit him in the end credits of episode 5, because it was already too late at that point when I found out. Thankfully though, some people in the Sonic community actually do the right thing and fight back and speak out. I mean, look at what happened to Dylan Thomas. He got fucking humiliated, you know, humiliated by Rogue and so many other people on YouTube and Twitter. Canceled left and right for protecting a pedo, which was Jesse Pajamas. And Jesse Pajamas, you know, he used to do music, work with people. You know, I just thought he was just some fucking edgelord, but he was more than just that. Now, a lot of people that have supported Jesse, and especially Dylan, have scattered and ran away, pretending that they were never his friends to avoid backlash. But there's still some that try to defend him and use him as their sources, even after everything. You know, like there's this guy who tried auditioning for Shadow in Sonic Rebound, and I ended up not casting him, thankfully, only for him to turn on me and start using Dylan as his sources on why I'm not a good person. I was like, dude, didn't you get the memo about this dude? Like, that's straight up being a pedo apologist now. So I had to block him because he doubled down just because he was salty that he didn't get the role. And like I said earlier, this is exactly why I vet anybody before I work with them now, because I now understand why many Sonic tubers and many just YouTube influencers in general do that, why they vet people, because I thought it was just being too nosy and rude. But there's way too many creeps and scumbags in this community, and instead of everyone exposing and shunning that kind of behavior, they instead harass Sonic Tubers for expressing their opinions on the franchise. You know, one of my friends called Spidey even told me that people should focus on calling this type of stuff out instead of getting mad at Sonic Tubers because of their opinions. So I was like, yeah, man, you guys need to get your priorities straight. You need to do better. But anyway, that's enough of that. Now that that's out of the way, let's discuss some Frontiers leaks. Now we have a brand new leak suggesting that the new Sonic mobile game being made by Hardlight is actually an alternative to Sonic Frontiers, which is to no one's surprise. It says right here, SEGA Hardlight is currently developing a new Sonic mobile game, and I've heard a couple of inside news about this project that I'd like to share. Take this with a grain of salt if you want, but I am 100% confident in my sources, alright? After the success of Sonic Forces Speed Battle, or just Sonic Forces now, since SEGA decided to rename it, SEGA would like to repeat the mobile game tie-in plan with Sonic Frontiers. It will be an RPG similar to other gacha games like Idola, Fantasy Star Saga, and Fire Emblem Heroes, or like Sega Heroes, I think. The game will be an alternate retelling of Sonic Frontiers, with comic writer Ian Flynn providing story elements and character dialogue. The game will have a large cast of characters that you've seen in Speed Battle, with some new faces that will be introduced in Frontiers. That's cool. So are they going to bring like Tangle and Whisper as well? Because I think Tangle and Whisper were in Sonic Forces mobile. There is a mobile exclusive character who looks like Sage, but she's mostly pink instead of red, and she has twin tails. The evil version of Tails. The enemies and bosses are the same from the console game, with some mobile exclusive ones being used for raid bosses. The game will be free to play, but you should obviously expect microtransactions like characters, skins, etc. Game will be announced around October to promote the console game and release March of next year. I forgot when Sonic Forces Speed Battle came out, but I'm sure it was after Sonic Forces actually came out. But yeah, like, this sounds very believable. You know, Hardlight isn't fooling anyone. Of course, they're going to make a Frontiers tie-in mobile game. Why would it be an original Sonic game? I mean, the last time they did that, Sonic Runners, that didn't go well, and they ended up canceling it entirely. So they're going to piggyback off the console to increase sales, and then they're going to abandon the console version in favor of the mobile version. Like they did with Sonic Forces and Team Sonic Racing. I'm just kidding, I hope not. But yeah, speaking of Frontiers, with all this talk about open world, it still baffles me a bit on why Sonic Team is insistent of continuing the boost formula. Remember last year, all the early leaks suggesting that the game would have adventure gameplay mechanics, momentum, no boost, etc. It's almost like Sega scrapped that and went back to the boost formula because it's safer. Like, I don't know, that's kind of weird. Like, this 4chan post even says here that why the fuck is Sonic Team still trying to push the boost formula? There's no reason for it to even be in Frontiers. The whole game should just be the open zones with combat and puzzles. The time they wasted with the cyberspace stages is time they could have spent on the real meat of the game. They've learned nothing despite doing this crap for over 20 years. They're still adding additional gameplay styles for filler because they lack faith in one true 3D gameplay style. How are you supposed to have optimism in the game succeeding when Sonic Team is already showing doubt through their development decisions? And don't give me this, they're afraid to abandon what came before crap because changing things up has always been a given with Sonic. I mean, that is true. You're intentionally cutting away the true potential of your new game just to pander to a diminishing crowd. The boost formula returning isn't the main draw of the game, the open zones are. That's why gameplay videos showcase that instead of the cyberspace stages. If Frontiers fails, it's 100% going to be because they wasted so much dev time making Forces 2 on top of the open zone concept. It's two games crammed into one instead of just one polished concept. You know, I kind of have to agree with this person because it's like, we still haven't seen cyberspace stages. The cyberspace was the one thing that Sega was being very protective of, going as far as to hiring bouncers to prevent people from actually filming it in Summer Games Fest. And that's where I have never seen Sega behave that way to anything Sonic before. It's like, yo, top secret just to see rehash stages of Green Hill, Chemical Plant, Sky Sanctuary? I mean, that's weird. And it's like, we have to see the cyberspace stages this month. Because, I mean, Sonic Forces showed all of the gameplay styles by August, remember? When it came out 2017, March, we got our first look at the gameplay of Modern Sonic, the main gameplay, right? Then April, late April, we got classic Sonic gameplay. Then in May, we got the Avatar trailer featuring some Avatar gameplay. And then 3 months later, just when we thought that was all the gameplay styles of Sonic Forces, in August, we also got the final gameplay reveal, the tag team of Sonic and the Avatar. I remember that was August. and I actually liked what I saw. So using that logic, we have to see the cyberspace stages in August, because once it's September, it's now the fall season now. So now they're going to start heavily marketing Frontiers in the game when it comes out in like 2 to 3 months. So we have to see the cyberspace stages this month. If we don't see it, yo, they're going to be in trouble, because that's very worrying. But what do you guys think about all this? Let me know down in the comments below. Do you think we're finally going to see the cyberspace stages this month? What do you think about that 4chan post about Sega still clinging on to the boost gameplay instead of, you know, going back to the adventure gameplay or further evolving Sonic's gameplay style? And also, what do you think about that mobile leak of Sonic Frontiers? Let me know. But alright guys, that's it for now. So take care, and until next time, I'm out.